My name is Michael Deloge. I'm an applied management focus within the MBA program here at NAU, and with an anticipated graduation in May of 2016, May of this year. As part of the MBA group, our cohort had the wonderful opportunity to go to Puerto Rico for a 3-4-day trip and to see how some of our the academics that we have learned are actually applied in the real world. This was, to me, one of the most valuable parts of the trip. Is in one of our classes we've been learning about kind of the approaches that Toyota has taken within their manufacturing and production, particularly lean principles and things of that sort. And then to actually go to Puerto Rico and to visit a few factories that have implemented part or different pieces of lean principles within their activities was just really cool to see. It's just interesting to see how they've set up their different production lines, how all of their employees come into each of the different activities that create the different things that they make, whether it be roofing kind of tile rolls, if you will, or bread, or different paint mixtures and adhesives. It's just really interesting to see how those things that we've learned in class are actually applied out in the real world, and where companies may take advantage of them or where they kind of may even fall short in certain areas based upon their own different particular needs as organizations. The thing that really stands out in my mind of being in Puerto Rico it relates to the factory tours, just the hospitality of the people there. They were all very excited to have us, very energetic about the fact that we were there, that we were visiting, and wanted to really share what they do in their different companies with us, be it at the paint factory or the bread factory or even at the University of Puerto Rico. They were all just tremendously happy to have us. Another thing that I definitely enjoyed was just seeing what life is like there. I've been very fortunate to have spent a lot of time in Latin America, but to go to a place like Puerto Rico, which is just much more isolated than South America or Central America, but off in an island, just a tremendously interesting confluence of cultures, and just neat to see how Puerto Rico as a U.S. territory, how it's different from the other places that I've been to. It was a wonderful treat and just a great thing to experience. So as part of our visit to the University of Puerto Rico, we had the opportunity to listen to a lecture from one of the professors, Dr. Nina, who teaches, I believe, economics and history at the university. And he gave us a very interesting kind of overview of Puerto Rico's current political situation. And it is, from my perspective, just one of those things that I found tremendously interesting to hear directly from Puerto Rican, and to talk to people in the room about what are the benefits of being American citizens, but where are the challenges for the island economically, culturally, of speaking a different language, having a very different historical, just a very different history that the island has as opposed to the continental United States. During the time that we had on our own, it was just, from my perspective, very valuable to spend time with the students outside of class. For me, the factories were a really big thing. It was really cool. I think it was interesting for me to see, as I mentioned, I've spent time in Latin America. I served in the Peace Corps in Colombia. So I've had some of those cultural eye-opening moments and been really fortunate to see that, and it was interesting to see some of my peers experience that for the first time. Just to be in a different area and to experience the culture and experience a very different culture, but one that is still within the United States, was a great experience for all of us, I think.